Morning, Matt. Thanks for having me today. My name's Peter Secker, CEO of Minim Resources, and we're currently developing the Minim Martap Bauxite project in Cameroon. History of the project is mining license granted late last year. Then we went into feasibility study, which came out in the middle of 2025. We're now in the development stage. We've ordered all the main equipment. Deliveries commence really in Q1 2026, and we want to be producing and shipping our first parcel or our first shipment to Asia in mid-2026.
Peter, good to have you here in London. Right. Welcome. Are you doing the rounds here? What are you doing in London?
Mines and money, or whatever it's called these days, sorry.
Resourcing tomorrow.
That. And meeting some shareholders. We don't have some UK-based shareholders, so just talking to them, updating them on the story.
Right, okay, we spoke a couple of months ago, and obviously we're in execution phase. You're talking about first shipment June next year, correct. So not too far away. Maybe it might be useful, people are new to the story, just remind us some of the broad numbers that came out of the last study.
The feasibility? NPV pre-tax over 800 million US, IRR 29%, cost to first development, critical number, less than 100 million at 97 million, and operating cost to get it onto a boat, $35 US a ton.
Right, and we're looking to pay back roughly just over 3 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah, okay. So that's the kind of the size of the opportunity. And again, for those uninitiated, bauxite market on fire at the moment.
Huge demand coming out of Asia. Chinese demand for bauxite strong. Guinea obviously having a few problems with some decisions they've made recently. So everybody looking for an alternate source of bauxite, and Minim Martap coming on stream mid next year, perfect timing.
Right, and I guess that decision, again, we talked about a couple of months ago, decision to basically not kind of do forward sales or off takes now, but maybe take advantage of the kind of spot market, that could pay dividends for you. Yeah,
we think so. The nice thing is that we have a debt package, 140 million US. The debt provider, AFG, kindly didn't require an offtake. They like the bauxite market, they're strong. So yes, we didn't need to hurry into that offtake discussion. So we're talking to off-takers. We have a number of key people we're talking to, but we probably won't do that until after our first shipment. So we'll ship mid next year. We'll get that into the market. The key thing about Minim Martap is 51% alumina, less than 2% silica. This is premium bauxite. So let's get it into the market and then look for the offtake partner.
Right, and now as I alluded to at the beginning, this is really about your ability to execute. You've got the money, you raised a bunch of money after I saw you last, so you got everything in place, the equity, the debt, and some nice names on the registers as well. Where are we today? I saw the update in November, but what's left to do? What are you focusing on?
So key deliverable is the rail locos and wagons. So basically this is a contract mining operation. Mining contractor will arrive early January, mid-January.
So they've been on how to look, obviously, and they know what they're getting into.
They have,
yes.
And they have bauxite experience, and they've worked in Guinea, so they know this industry very well. So they'll be on site January. We're upgrading the road from the site to the rail. That'll be finished March. The key thing is we need the locos to arrive from China. CRRC will put them on a boat in January. They'll be in Douala, the port, by end of February. So we want those locos commissioned in March to be able to start hauling ore from the mine to the port in April, May.
So you're going from Douala, on the coast obviously, all the way up to sort of halfway up country.
Yes, so Ganderi is the main northern area. We're 120 kilometres south of Ganderi. We're on that rail line.
You're on the rail line.
But it is 800 kilometres.
Right.
So this is an infrastructure deliverable.
And just sticking on this, because it's kind of important to you, because it's the kind of roadblock to scaling for you, isn't it? Until that all connects up. So what does that kind of move what does it allow you to do with the rail in place?
Well, based on the feasibility, we can get to 2 million tonnes based on the existing rail capacity. And that gets us into production, gets us a cash flow. But we don't start to make money until we get to that 5 and then 10 million tonne milestone.
You're not losing money up until that point. But you're not making the money that you could.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So the nice thing about the bauxite market is if we can get it on a boat for $35 a tonne, currently the Guinean standard pricing is about 70, 72.
Yeah.
Because of our 51%, 2%, we will get a $10 premium. So we'll be getting $81, $82 a tonne. We're getting it on a boat for 30.
And you're selling at FOB?
We haven't decided that.
Okay.
But yes, either FOB or CIF China, but one of those two. So the margin is somewhere between $30, $25 US a tonne. Okay. So yes, at 2 million tonnes a year, we're making money, but we'd like to make more. At 10 million tonnes, we're putting out 200 million US of free cash.
And what's that ramp up time or scale up time look like?
PQ2 is the name of the rail upgrade, based on the World Bank financing. They've put in $820 million for that rail corridor, transport corridor.
Who else uses that, by the way, out of interest?
It's mainly timber, fuel, and logistics and people. It's quite a passenger.
But you're not
route.
Fighting for
No.
Right.
No. So there is 2 million tonnes of capacity that we will take up.
Yeah.
And then as the World Bank money gets spent, we will move to 5 million tonnes in 2029 and 10 million tonnes by 2031.
Wow, okay. And this is you mentioned China there in passing. Is that the market, or again, do you have the option that maybe it's heading west?
So maybe not west, but we can call it central. There is a big market in the Gulf. Obviously, there's a number of refineries in the Gulf, and they're a big consumer of bauxite. So there's a market there. India is a growing market for bauxite, but yes, China at the moment still dominates the bauxite consumption.
So there'll be optionality going forward because the market seems to be opening up.
And the nice thing about our material is it can go into low temperature bauxite, or it can be a blend for refineries to mix with lower grade materials. So I think we have a number of options. And that 51 and 2, and I keep on stressing that, makes it a very nice product.
Yeah. So right, that's kind of rail component. Let's kind of go back to all the kind of the other variables that need to be installed and in place and up and running to hit that kind of June delivery.
Mining contractor on site, January. Road access, that commenced in July. So we're well into building that road between the mine.
How's it work in like wet weather season? Because it can be a bit rough.
It slows it down. In terms of what we've modelled in the feasibility, we will lose about a month and a half during the wet season. So really that July, August timetable. So we're through that now. We're into the dry season. So that road will be usable by March, fully completed by April.
So is that shared?
Part of it is an existing road, part of it's a new road. We're building diversions around the two small towns that are in the area, so it'll be dominated by our haulage. The rail siding, that work has commenced. That'll be finished again by March, April. At the port, we have an existing port, thankfully, so Port du Bois. And that has existing rail, existing storage areas. We're expanding that storage to get it up to 200,000 tonnes. And then it'll be a transshipping operation, contract transshipping, taking it offshore into Cape-size vessels. So mining January, locos arriving February, commissioning March, and then operational April. April's a big month for us. And then that first shipment in June.
Right. Personnel, training, all of that good stuff started?
It has. We've had a team in Cameroon for quite a while because we did the drilling program and then the feasibility and the logistics.
There's a transition of skill types, aren't there, in terms of function operationally?
And luckily we managed to get a team that could do the feasibility and then flow on to the construction. So they are basically a development team. So that's worked very well. Rana Singh is the guy who runs the operations in Cameroon. He's worked all over Africa. He's good. So he's driven this. And yes, so we have obviously a mining group, but it's contract mining, so we're just looking after grade control, logistics, and planning. Rail, that is our thing. We will operate the locos.
You are operating them? Ah, okay.
So CamRail is the company that owns the rail. We're a 9% shareholder. We are using their drivers initially, loco drivers, as we train our own people. So there'll be a transition from them to us. Interesting enough, we're also in negotiation with them to increase our equity in the rail. We're currently 9. We'd like to go to more than 30. So those,
But by when? Because obviously cash flow dependent and all of that.
yes. So that was one of the reasons we raised equity.
Right.
So the debt we have finances the project.
Yeah.
We raised additional equity,
Yeah.
partly to fund some of that.
Gotcha. What's that do for you? Why would you do that?
So at the moment we have one board position, and we're quite a passive shareholder. We believe that the rail is key to this project, that over the next 5 years, as we grow from 2 to 5 to 10 million, and potentially 15, because we've modelled that 15 million is doable. We'd like to be more in control of that.
Right.
So at 35%, we would have a couple of board seats, and we'd have some operational input into the project. So masters of our own destiny.
I mean, absolutely. Do you see the? It's not a revenue stream, is it?
No, it's not. Well, we'll be
It's a
a
control
shareholder. It's a management input.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And to make sure, because going back to the infrastructure story, the rail is key to this.
But what about things like the port, like Port de Bois? I mean.
Yes. So Douala is quite a big port.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah.
So we're right at the mouth of the river. We're obviously, hopefully, at the front of the queue. That is key, but we will bring in transhippers who've worked in the bauxite industry in Africa. So that will be just a duplication of what they've done before.
And so how do they kind of gear up to deal with you? You know, because they'll presumably they'll need some sort of investment to do that. They'll need some sort of commitment. And do you feel, again, with this control thing, do you feel you need a sort of bigger say?
No, because I think transshipping is quite a known industry. I don't think there's much risk that we're going to bring in a contractor who's never done it before. So someone who's got lots of experience.
Okay.
And dedicated fleet. Both the cranes and the barges will be dedicated to this project. And again, it's a slow build-up. It's 1 million, 2 million tonnes, then 5 million tonnes. So we will grow into this.
But their fleet will need to be, I guess, flexible depending where you're sending it.
Because they only go to, so the Cape vessels come in offshore.
Yeah.
This is about a 35-kilometre transship, and then the vessel will go either to the mid.
Is that because there's no deep water down? Right. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, and that's a downstream strategy. Talk about deep water. There is a deep water port south of us at Kribi.
Yep, been there.
You've been to
the
Kribi?
oil guys seem to have
Correct.
all over that.
So that facility is growing. It needs a rail link.
Yeah.
And that's another reason we want to be more involved in the rail. So put in a rail link and we can access deep water, which means that we save that transshipping cost, which again is a big component of our OPEX.
How are you finding dealing with the government? Because I've sat in the president's office a couple of times there myself. They do like inward investment into country, but people who can deliver it. Now, obviously, your project is up and running and will be operational soon. Your ambition with the rail must be very, very attractive to them. Are you getting the traction that you want in country? Any
Significant
opportunities?
Help from the government.
Yeah.
We had the Prime Minister on site. The elections have just been completed. The President has been another 5-year term, so that's set. So government support is strong, but just Cameroonian support. This is the first, you know Cameroon quite well, so this is the first major mining project in Cameroon. They say this as being a leader for foreign investment, so they have been extremely supportive.
Yeah.
And I think our view, and the view of our major shareholder, A2MP, is that we need to give back to Cameroon. So we can do direct shipping for a while. We are doing a feasibility for an in-country refinery to produce alumina.
Yeah.
That will be finished middle of the year. And we would look in the midterm. Let's get the mine up and running. Let's get a cash flow going. Let's get the rail upgrade done. But we would look in the midterm to see what we can do in country to value add to bauxite.
Well, I think it's very popular across Africa at the moment. There's obviously capturing the value downstream for the country. You know, the tax revenue is most welcome. But I'm kind of interested in this kind of infrastructure play as well. You know, with the rail. Are there other kind of rail opportunities?
All I can say is there are a number of opportunities in Cameroon. There's significant iron ore deposits in Cameroon.
Yeah.
Recent press about some of the rutile deposits that are now being seen. Gold, obviously, is still nascent.
And oil continues to be.
So there's a number of
Prolific.
infrastructure rails. So yes, existing rail upgrade. There is a plan eventually to go from Gaunderi up to Chad, which would increase that rail corridor, give them an exit through Cameroon.
Interesting.
And then obviously deep water. If there's a deep water facility, that benefits any bulk tonnage, be it iron ore or be it bauxite.
Right, and I guess, we better not say much more about that.
That's not. But I think you'll see a lot of developments in Cameroon over the next decade as this infrastructure play grows. And we want to be involved in it.
Right. Okay. Well, let's kind of just finish on what's. I know, no, but that's pretty exciting stuff. I'm telling you, the scale of the opportunity is I do understand. But let's finish up on something for the investors looking at you guys, right? Because it's been a kind of, you're in the development stage. It's, as we just used the word earlier, it's a kind of boring phase for most.
Flat, yes.
But
let's not say boring.
The reality. It's so boring. But it's the critical engineering component which actually delivers the revenue and the margins. So it is important, but people do tend to wander off and look at other things until you've delivered. So June is not so far away.
6 months. Yeah.
Right? You're sitting here at, what are you, like, I don't know, $400 million, something like that ish, around that sort of number. There's a lot of upside for this thing, and it's going to be on your ability to deliver it into June, but scaling up, I say the rail is the big step change here in valuation. So what do you say to your current investors? What would you say to new investors looking in at bauxite specifically, and your project and your ability to execute going forward?
Bauxite market is strong. Demand is very strong. Our product is a premium product, 51% and 2%. We will get a significant premium for that. So we'll deliver a product that people want to buy. We have milestones, and we've been very public about our milestones. We want to be mining Q1. We want to be delivering bauxite Q2. That's key to us. So yes, it is a delivery story, but we have these milestones, and we'll be generating cash by Q3 2026, which is 9 months away.
Not too far away.
And when you look, I mean, the people who have invested in Canyon understand that basically 2 years ago the company was going nowhere. Last year we got the mining convention. 12 months later, we'll be delivering product to the end user. This is an extremely fast track project, less than 12 months. We have all the debt, we have the equity. It's a nice story as long as you bear with us for the next 6 months.
Good man.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Take care.
And, enjoy yourself here in London. Apologies for the weather. It's very cold. -2 this morning, folks.
Cooler than Dubai, I can tell you that.
It's cooler than Dubai. Well, safe journey back there, and we'll speak to you soon.
Thanks. Cheers.